Hello everyone and welcome back for another video. So in this video it's going to be kind of like oddy job sort of things. Obviously doing all this work was over the Christmas period, so obviously I did have to wait for shops to reopen for things and things to get delivered, so on and so forth. So with the insulation I went with polystyrene. I've heard it's got really good thermal properties, so I kind of went with that. Another reason was because it was £10 a sheet, so I have to say it was a bit of a nightmare to actually get it from Wix's and get it into the van. It was quite windy, and you know, it snaps really easy. So the insulation itself was 25mm thick, 1 inch, and basically the wind was blowing against it, and it was just snapping for fun. But I did get it home, I did get it installed, as you can see, and over the top of it I've just been putting OBS board. The OBS board, some of it was off the old shed, so I've tried to utilise as much as I can out of the old shed. And this is just going to get painted white. I'm hoping it's going to brighten the place up just for a bit more of you know, to help with the lighting, because my eyes aren't great, especially when I'm marking out and stuff like that. So, because on this one particular day it was absolutely freezing cold, I did decide to install the log burner. This is just a mini log burner. This is designed for camping, so I thought it would be a good idea to put it in. It looked like I've got this done and dusted in 20 minutes, and it should have been a 20-minute job, but because I didn't have the right size bolts and other issues, it took us about an hour, which was really annoying. But once it was in, it was absolutely excellent. It warmed the space up really well, even though some of the soffit's still missing. So one of the things I decided to do pretty much on the spare of the moment was to actually do a quick shelf. This ended up like 3 shelves, very rough, very ready, but it is actually very strong. So the timber that I'm using, as you can see, is off the old shed there. You can see the bird's mouth in it there as I'm cutting it. So I basically just went through with my Ryoba saw and flushed the ends, then cut them all to size. Got all the components cut. Pretty much didn't take us very long, if I'm honest, and basically just started screwing the whole thing together. So here you can just see how I put the thing together. I will say that it was probably harder the way I've done it. In hindsight, or rather looking back on the video, I think I probably should have just made the rectangles up first rather than fixing things to the wall. I personally think it would have been better that way. I may have struggled a little bit to, you know, to get it fixed to the wall once you know, the rectangles were made up, but it wasn't too bad. You know, I didn't really struggle. I just think it would have just been a little bit easier. So basically the reasoning for this was I've still got stuff out in the garden that's getting soaking wet. I've got stuff in my kitchen. I've got stuff in my outhouse where my washer was. I'm basically having to climb over stuff to do me clothes washing, which is getting a bit long in the tooth now. So this become like a really big priority for us. I didn't really have the spars to take it all the way across. I mean, I could have possibly made up another section, but you know, I'm going to see how I get on with this sort of thing. So, shock horror, I did actually go out and buy myself a track saw. So, for those of you that's noticed, I have rebranded my YouTube channel and all my social media, and that's basically obviously because I'm not unplugged anymore. I'm still going to be doing lots of unplugged stuff, but because my back's in bad shape, I am going to be using the track saw and maybe a couple other tools, power tools, maybe not, but definitely the track saw, just to give me back a bit of a rest. So once the OBS was cut, I just basically fixed the OBS in with 30mm screws. So all of the OBS I used was 1/2 inch thick. It's the same again, it was just the offcuts off the old shedding off the walls. I've just tried to utilise everything I can utilise. It doesn't actually look that big, but there is actually, as I'm recording this now, there's actually quite a lot of stuff on it. I do need to make more storage, which is going to be coming within the next couple of days of recording this, hopefully. So another one of the jobs that I got out of the way was basically putting the Architrave on the windows and the door. What a difference it makes. It was actually starting to really miff us a little bit, you know, just seeing all the gaps around the windows. So, you know, again, this was one of the jobs I could do while I was waiting for things to come in and whatever else. So I don't actually have a miter saw, but I was quite happy to do it by hand, freehand. That's possibly got something more to do with the fact that I'm really lazy and I didn't want to make any sort of jig to use with my Ryoba, so I was confident enough to do the cuts freehand. So, you know, I basically got the two sides, or the two style sections if you will, got them in place, measured up for the top, and that's how I've done all three of them. It's really simple. I think it's bog standard for anyone that's done it. Okay guys, I think I'm going to wrap things up for this video. I am trying to keep the videos shorter than I usually do, so with that, you know, if you've got any questions, if you've got any suggestions, Also, what would you like to see in the next video? Would you like to see something similar to this, or would you just prefer maybe like an update video where I'm actually talking you through the things I've done rather than showing you all the footage? Hopefully by then there should be some shop organisation, you know, my clamps on the wall, their saws on the wall, things like that, hopefully. So don't forget to comment. Until the next time, I shall speak to you guys later.